Hey guys, so we'll look at a program to print the sum and average of elements in an array. So in order to do this, let's look at the logic of finding the sum of 1 to n. Finding the sum of elements 1 till any random element n. So let's say if n is 5, to find the sum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We already know that logic. Now to find the sum and average of elements in an array, first we have to take the elements to the array. Input the elements of the array by declaring an n. Taking the value of input to n, I am going to declare an array of size n and I am going to take input for the array by using for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus and scanf function percentage d ampersand a of I. Now the logic of adding elements 1 to n, the logic was sum is equal to 0 for I is equal to 1, I less than equal to n, I plus plus, sum is equal to sum plus I, and we displayed the value printf of sum. The link to this program will be attached in the description box below. So this was the logic of finding the sum of any sum of elements from 1 to n for any n that is already given. Now we have to do the same logic to find the sum of the array elements, because the sum array elements are also moving from an index position of 0 to n minus 1. For traversing anything throughout the array, we use a loop. Here we have to traverse from the 0th position to the n minus 1th position. For that, do the same logic of putting sum is equal to 0. After that, start traversing the array. I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Now the new sum should be the existing sum plus the value stored at the ith position in the array. Once you are finished with this, you can easily print the sum. This is very similar to this because the sum of elements from 1 to n is because this for I is equal to 1, I less than equal to n, the loop runs basically n times. Here also my loop runs n times. I am using the loop variable here for the sum, but here I am using the loop variable as the index of the array. Now we can combine the scanf statement and this sum into one loop as for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, initialize sum is equal to 0 in prior, and when you take the sum, when you take the array element int a of I, at the same time add it also to the sum. So you don't have to write a loop separately for finding the sum. You can easily write it along with the scanf statement. As in when you take the loop variable for the array, you can find the sum up till that variable, and you can just go on and print the value of the sum. Now we also have to find the average of the elements in the array. Once you have the sum, it is very easy. Declare a variable float average, convert 1 forcefully to float and divide it by n. Exactly same like the logic we had followed for this program to find the average of elements from 1 to n. Now we'll move on to the code part. Moving to the code part, I am starting with the statements already written for entering the size of the array as well as entering the array elements. Now, like I said, you can do the sum combined with the entering. So I'll shift this statement inside and along with that write sum is equal to sum plus a of I. I'll introduce a variable here, sum, and initialize it to 0. Now we'll print the sum and we need the average also. So I'll be declaring another variable float average over here, and I'll be calculating AVG is equal to, convert this forcefully to float data type, divided by n, and printf I'll write a sum is equal to %d, and in the next line I'll write average is equal to %f, and the first value should be the sum, so sum. The second value should be average, so it's AVG. So let's run our program. Enter n is 5. Enter array elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sum is 15. Average is 3.000. Now there is 6 digits after the decimal point here. I want to reduce it to like 2 or 3. So put 0.2. So that means it's 2 digits after the decimal point. If you want 3, you put 0.3. 3 digits after the decimal point. So we'll execute it once again and see. And I'm going to have let's say 6 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sum is 21, average is 3.500.